Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn for the upcoming week of February 17th, 2020. We have, happy birthday Pisces, we're starting Pisces season. And on the 23rd, we have a new moon in Pisces. Oh God, you know the Mercury's already retrograde in Pisces. There's a lot going on with Pisces right now. So with the new moon, you know, new beginnings, but with Pisces, governed by Neptune, you know, the sign of illusions and things not quite being as they seem, right? So I feel like with this new moon, it could be these new beginnings are not quite as I don't want to say good. They're not just quite as they seem. Like the people that you meet under the influence of this new moon, opportunities, situations, circumstances, there could still be more to it that you don't see. So my advice would just be careful, use your intuition, use your head too, right? Don't just live in fantasy land, because that is the shadow side of the Piscean energy. Not seeing things that are really there, not seeing things as they are, but only as they should be and could be. What are the major things for my earth signs for the upcoming week of February 17, 2020, please? Reiki. Ooh, white. Oh, wow. The pine card has been coming up a lot, but the lotus, I actually haven't been seeing it like that. It's interesting that y'all would get it. Okay, so angel number 345. Earth signs, look it up, see if it resonates with you. Y'all got the white card. Blank slate for new beginnings. I like this. But this is also, I feel like this represents perfection. It represents divine guidance, right? Cosmic energies. But this, I feel like this is hazy. I feel like this is fog. This is like mist. When you're driving and it's completely white and you're like, I can't see anything. It's foggy. I feel like your intuition may have been clouded by something, or may be being clouded by something. Usually you're able to listen and take, there you go. That's that Mercury. So usually you're able to just kind of take immediate action. But now things are a little murky, right? Particularly Virgos, because Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. And Mercury's in Pisces. So be careful that your intuition is not blocked this week, that your connection to the divine is not blocked. 5, bamboo, lotus. So we're talking about changes in how you process information, changes in how you receive information, how you divine information, right? Do you just look externally, or do you allow it to come to you? Do you put the intention out there, or do you let people tell you things, right? So definitely drastic changes to that. Also, I feel like this is changes into your sense of allowing. I feel like earth signs, y'all are being more open to allowing things to come and becoming more vulnerable, and honestly being more honest with yourself. Like, you just can't do it all, right? Because earth signs are very industrious, they're very hardworking, they get things done, right? But this is saying, like, acknowledging your element of vulnerability and the fact that you are working with the divine to create your life. You are co-creating. 2 circles, pine. So it's about partnerships and manifesting partnerships. Thinking about what you want before you go and put it in action, right? Before you go get it. That's a big one. Earth signs, making sure you contemplate, making sure everything is equally yoked, and you're not just going after something that you want and you playing yourself in the process. This is also about building stability in partnerships, building stability in money. This is like a family unit too. He wants to build stability, maybe for a family. Yeah. Or there's an influence of a child on his ability to build stability, his ability to engage in a partnership. But that could be work. It does not have to necessarily mean love. Look, as soon as I said that, universe is like, oh no, you're not getting out of this one. As soon as I said that, look what popped up. Little Miss Lovey. And then loot. Oh, I haven't seen the loot or the unicorn in a minute. So we got the peach card. There's romance, y'all. There's an element of love, earth signs, definitely. I think it's interesting that this is clarifying the white card, because again, things could be hazy when it comes to romance, and that might be why he's contemplating and overthinking and trying to figure it out, right? And the universe is like, we trying to lead you, we trying to tell you, you just got to be more vulnerable, you got to look. But he's not looking. He's in his own head and not looking at what's already there. The baby has his arms outstretched like, get me, look, this is your answer, your solution. And he's like, no, wait, I got to think this out first. Be careful of that, earth signs, of overthinking, especially as it comes to money and relationships. So that 6 circles, that's beautiful. That's youth and love and a happy family. And money, more than enough, abundance. That's fertility. right? Going with the flow. Look at that fly. Go away, shoot fly. Look, next to the four wine lute. And he represents age and wisdom, but he also represents music. He represents fun. He represents doing what makes you happy. Building a stability on your own joy, but building a foundation, on your joy and your happiness. Because yeah, he's old, but he's not an old fool. He has learned to do what makes him happy, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships. He listens to his own music. He plays his own music, right? He does what brings him joy. And this is cool. Some of y'all could also be having a situation with an older guy, younger girl. There could be a child involved, right? Or there could be like an older figure that's influencing a relationship of two people who are younger, a guy and a girl and a kid, like a grandpa or something. But he's just saying build your foundation on happiness. Go follow your heart is what he's saying. 9 circles unicorn. Being honest with yourself, listening to your intuition. But the unicorn, again, is mythical. Endings. So these endings, these mythical endings, because again, Pisces and things not being quite as they seem. So for some of you, ironically, it could be some endings that are not quite as they seem. Because in order to get to the new moon, new beginnings, you have to end something. This is saying listen to yourself, right? Because things that, again, stuff that you perceive as divine guidance may not be divine guidance, right? It could be clouded. Endings could not be real endings. Like beginnings could not be new beginnings, but they want you to listen to your intuition. Don't be clouded by it. Wow, Lotus again. The sword has come up in every reading. The sword has been popping too. Being impatient, cutting things off, sacrificing. That baby, again, the Lotus, the rebirth and the healing. The Lotus to clarify the Lotus. Right? So you have 144 cards. All these cards, 4 of each suit. 2 of them. 2 out of the 4 popped up in the same reading. And I've only pulled 9 cards. So that's huge. They're telling you change, drastic change, and drastic healing is on the horizon, earth signs. But you gotta allow it. You gotta let stuff go. Look, you have to be outstretched. Have your arms outstretched, but you also gotta let go all the baggage. The baggage gotta be dropped in the mud from which you've come. Right? So you said, I got it out the mud. This is how I got here. Right? So all the baggage, all the stuff that you brought with you, you gotta drop it back into the mud. You gotta let it go. That's emotional stuff in particular. Let the emotional baggage go. Let it go. Come out of this clean and ready. The Lotus also represents beauty, which Neptune governs. Beauty and all these amazing new beginnings in art and all of that. And all of this healing energy. But you got to let stuff go first. What did we tell you? Let stuff go. 2 wine sword. If it's a partnership, look at all these 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2. You got to let it go. And 5, right? 5. Change in partnerships. A sacrifice. Letting stuff go that just don't serve you no more. That's how we get to the new moon. And that's how you know you're not being played by the new moon in Pisces. Because you've already let go of things that don't serve you. So you know the only thing that can come to you are things that serve you. Bam. 7, bamboo tortoise. Talking about being impatient. They want you, the universe, I feel like this is all Piscean energy. Because they're saying, look to us, listen to us. Don't trip over the same obstacles. But this is also the energy of April Fool's Day to me. Like there's some trickery. The universe is like, there are some obstacles that we put there just to see, the tests, to see if you're going to trip over them again, right? We're making sure that you've mastered those lessons. So make sure that you're not doing that. Make sure that you're not becoming impatient. Make sure that you're not making sloppy mistakes, right? Because you are becoming impatient. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to yell. That's crazy. That is crazy. Y'all got 3 out of the 4 Lotus cards. 144 cards. Look at this stack. And y'all got 3 out of the 4 Lotus. What are the chances of that? So that's huge emphasis on rebirth. Somebody could have a kid. They could be hiding a kid. Could be contemplating having a kid, or there could be just some paternity situations going on with this guy. Could be again, that keeps coming up, could be hiding a child. But this is, you could be doing work on your inner child, work on your masculine side, right? Because it's all about balance, releasing, letting things go, being vulnerable, being open to drastic change. But this is also healing. This is coming up. This baby cannot rise without healing, because that's what the Lotus represents. Talking to the divine, earth signs. Not just going off of what you think and what you know. If I work this hard, if I do this, you know, calculating. Because earth signs are extremely analytical and very grounded, which I think is very interesting that we have the earth energy right here. But not before we had all this lotus energy. So they're saying, we know that. We want you to be grounded. We want you to be happy. We want you to... But look at what's in between this. A sacrifice. Some having to be let go of. Look at your joy. And look at your ability to be grounded, your environment. You got to let go. There's something in between. Sandwich in between that. Wow. Then the last card, success. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everything coming together. And remember, last week's message was for you to use your voice, earth signs. Something got to be let go of. And also, they're saying this week, it may not necessarily be using your voice externally to other people. This could be using your voice to yourself. Listening to yourself. Not being caught up in the illusions. Listening to your inner child. Bam. There you go. Listening to your inner child. What decisions do you have to make? What sacrifices do you have to make? What do you have to cut off? What ways of thinking? When I say partnerships, it does not necessarily have to mean a romantic partnership. It could be any type of partnership. It could also be something with which you have associated with, wow, your whole life. So that's a thought pattern. All of that. Healing your inner child, letting go of the baggage. Healing mother energy, mommy issues. Yes. Stepping into a healthier masculine energy, right? He's happy, he's old, he's healthy, he's stable, but he goes for what he wants to do. He's learned a lot, and he's taken all the lessons that he learned, the obstacles that he's stumbled over, and he's learned from them. And this is how you get to your success. That's what it's all about. Back to the fortune teller book. All right, Taurus. Joker, any upside down. What did I tell you about this Piscean energy, Taurus? Things could feel topsy-turvy for you. Remember who you are. Know who you are. Do not get caught up in the shadows. Know who you are. Focus on the path in front of you, not in the shadows beneath you. Ooh, I love that. So yeah, I got the 3 of Hearts also. Ah, your wish comes true. You will be invited to a party where you will find romance. If you have already met someone new, a happy romance will develop. If you and your lover have parted but you wish they will return, this card promises they will. If you are attached, your partner will continue to love you. Reversed. Pleasurable flirtations and social invitations are in abundance, but someone who entices you may already be in a relationship. Bam! So what did I tell you? The last card was success, Taurus. I told you that was coming for you. I told you you needed to listen to yourself. Look at the big picture, right? Take into consideration not just your logic, which is impacted by Mercury being in Pisces, right? It ain't quite as sharp as it usually is. And your intuition, right? Balance those things out. So that's beautiful. Love on the horizon. We saw that. But I want to hone in on the reversed. Someone who entices you may already be in a relationship. I told you that with this new moon in Pisces. So someone that you meet under the influences of this energy could not be what they say. I said that. They could be an amazing person, but there's something that they're hiding. And it could be a kid, because we saw that. We saw that in the reading with the lotus and the pine. Right? So they may already be committed, and that may be why they're dragging their feet. That may be why they are emotionally unavailable sometimes, or you call them and sometimes they're all in, and then suddenly they're like, oh, I'm gonna call you back, and then they just disappear, and then they're all in, or something like that, Taurus. So yes, you will get what you want, but just be aware of the energies that are surrounding you. Wow. All right, Capricorn. 10 of clubs. Money luck. Now make that money snap. Now make that money. A beneficial business transaction will improve your destiny. It may occur in 10 days, on the 10th of the month, in 10 weeks, or in October. This is a good time to sign contracts or make business investments. You may change your appearance to reflect a new image. Reverse. Travel may be delayed, but you will explore new places. Okay, Capricorn. So, travel may be delayed, yes, because Mercury is retrograde. Money luck, I see that. That was in the general reading as well. Beneficial transaction. Yes, all that is coming. Remember I told you the universe is trying to give you something, but make sure that you're not clouded, right? Make sure that your ability to see things for what they are is not clouded. It says this is a good time to sign contracts or make business investments. That part, use your discernment, because generally when Mercury is retrograde and under the influence of all this Mercury, this Piscean energy, see, Mercury's retrograde, we would say don't sign contracts. But again, that is ultimately up to you. Each person is different. Each situation and circumstance is different. If you feel in your heart that this is it and you have crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's, then go for it, right? But do not rush into it, is what I would say. And thoroughly do your research. Go by your gut feeling and your mind. Don't go by both. This is not a time where, don't go by just one. This is not a time where you can just be like, well, my mind told me on paper it looks good, Capricorn, because you know that's what we do, right? Oh, it looks good, because there may be something else that you don't see. So just be aware of that. All right, and last but not least, Virgo, baby. 8 of Diamonds. Brilliant opportunities. Considerable profits are in store for you. They require you to take more responsibility for your own resources or the finances of someone close. Good news removes doubt. Cast your net wide and avoid putting all your eggs in one basket. You have a holiday to look forward to in August. Reverse. Someone may try to undermine your confidence. Of course, Virgo. So opportunities are here. We said that. We saw that in the general reading. Especially if you have been doing the work to heal yourself. We know that you've been working hard. That's, it comes with the territory, right? Virgos are hard workers. But make sure that you are not getting too caught up in your work and you're not listening to your intuition, right? Money is there. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. They're telling you that because some of those baskets could have hidden holes in the bottom that you don't see. Remember the Piscean energy that we're up against. This could also mean more responsibility for you. So as a result, that's like you getting a promotion, right? Which comes with a raise. You're like, yes, but now you are responsible for more people. Or, you are expanding your personal business, but that just means now you got to do more work. You are responsible for fulfilling more orders and stuff like that. Reverse, someone may try to undermine your confidence. When they see you on, you already know how that go, right? Those people are just lurking in the shadows waiting to try to bring you down, right? Because they see the opportunities that are coming to you. That's easy. Don't deal with them. Like, it's really that simple. Okay. Virgos, yeah, y'all know how to cut people off. Y'all are very reclusive anyway. So y'all already know what it is. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out.